What's going on, guys? Coast Angel here, and this is a park I just visited a couple months ago. This is Six Flags in England and Agawam, Massachusetts, and this is just a great park. I really do think this is definitely one of the best Six Flags parks. So, I mean, like, what I'll be doing today is I'll be giving you my full thoughts on it, like just giving you my thoughts on every single thing I thought about it, just going through the whole park and giving you my full experience. So, let's just start off with the coaster collection. This park has a very neat coaster collection. Like, of course, you're gonna have the two best rides there, those being a Wicked Cyclone and Superman the Ride. But then, other than that, I mean, you have Batman the Dark Knight, which is a very decent, one of the best floorless coasters I've actually ever ridden, in my opinion. And that is probably the only other coaster. It's like a mediocre coaster. I mean, like, for like smaller parks, it would be one of the best ones, but I mean, it even is one of the best ones here. This is saying that their coaster collection is not the best, but it actually is like fair. I mean, like, it's definitely not the best, but it's still fairly good. But you're also gonna have like a ton of coasters, and like what's really weird is you're also gonna have two boomerangs. And those two, like, there's an inverted boomerang, and of course your standard boomerang. But you're just gonna have like a lot of coasters here, but like a lot of the coasters aren't like the great rides. Like, other than Batman, of course, Wicked Cyclone, and Superman, it really does just drop off of their coaster collection. So I mean, their coaster collection definitely isn't the best, but it's definitely. I would actually say it's probably one of the best in the Six Flags chain. Now, of course, you'll be getting all of those coaster reviews on my channel. So the coasters, I mean, they're definitely one of the best. But then, for your family rides, you're gonna have a pretty decent collection of family rides. I mean, like, you definitely don't have the most, but I mean, like around like in the 30s, it's pretty nice. So, and then like for the thrill rides, you're gonna have a big giant Discovery that is a really good ride. They're gonna have Scream, your drop tower, SNS drop tower, and those are like the two main ones. And then of course, like, also for one you're gonna have, which is a over 400 feet tall swing ride, the New England Sky Screamer. So I mean, like, they have a very decent family ride collection. Of course, with the Harley Quinn Spin Sanity, the big giant Discovery came a couple in 2018. It was a good addition. I really do think that like all of those giant Discoveries are really good rides, especially this one. You really get some great views of the park. But I mean, and then for the, like, let's say talk about the food. I mean, like, the food, I mean, it has some pretty decent food. I mean, like, I only ate there like once. I at the barbecue place right by Goliath, and it is a really good restaurant there. Definitely check it out if you're going to Six Flags in England. You will have some good stuff there. So definitely check it out. Some of the best park food I've actually ever had. I mean, like, of course, it doesn't match up to cinnamon bread, but it's still like very decent food. And then, like, you're just gonna have these two little kids areas. You're gonna have the Looney Tunes area and this other kids area. Definitely not the best. I mean, you're gonna have some pretty tacky theming, you know, like Six Flags, like, I mean, but there's still kids areas. Like the kids are gonna think, oh, that's so tacky. I mean, so I mean, like, who cares? But then just the whole atmosphere about this park, it really is just very charming, and definitely compared to other Six Flags parks, it's definitely more on the it's definitely on the better side for like charming parks. I mean, of course, you're gonna have those aspects of like all Six Flags parks do, having a lot of advertisements all over the place. Like, when you walk in, you're gonna be walking up this whole bridge that goes over the road, but guess what you're walking on? You're walking on M&Ms. How surprising! Of course, they have ads in the queues. So I mean, that's the only downside for all of Six Flags, but I mean, like, it's a whole corporate thing. So nothing to blame on Six Flags in England. It's just the whole chain does that. Now, there was something that actually surprised me. I did not know that was gonna be there when I first went there. Is that like the whole like parking lot is like on the other side of the road. I mean, like, you don't have to be walking over there, of course, the M&Ms to get over there. I mean, like, it's also, like, you go in the parking lot, then you have to take a tram over to, or, like, a bus over to, or you're going to be walking over these M&Ms. I mean, it just makes, I mean, like, I was very surprised with that, and how they did that, but, I mean, like, and also, like, for the, like, let's say, like, the themed areas in this park, I mean, like, you are gonna have, like, some decent themed areas. Of course, you can have those 2 kids areas, but, I mean, but, like, other than that, there's not that much. I mean, you're gonna have this very nice plaza in the very back section, where you're gonna have the Riddler, you're gonna see a little bit of Superman, you can have Batman, the Dark Knight, you're gonna have Harley Quinn and the Joker. That's all a pretty nice space over there. But you're also gonna have, like, in the back and like in the middle, actually, it's kind of a DC themed area. I mean, like, even though, like, most of the like DC themed are like the whole park is almost themed to, like, DC rides and coasters. But I mean, in the middle, you're gonna have, that's where Superman is. You're also gonna have Catwoman's whip, and you're also gonna have Gotham City Gauntlet and the Wild Mouse there. I mean, that's a pretty nice area. I mean, the whole, like, setup for Superman is a very charming area. You're definitely gonna get some good shots of it. I mean, just getting some great views of the coaster just winding through that spaghetti bowl section. But those are probably some of the only like, decent, like, areas of the park. Like, even though you could say that the Goliath and Boomerang area is very nice, but I mean, like this overall, this park actually has some very nice areas to it. So that's kind of things that makes it so charming. So that'll wrap up my park review of Six Flags New England in Massachusetts. So I definitely enjoyed going to this park on my road trip. I actually would say it was one of the best parks on it. So that is just gonna finish it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more videos coming here to Coast Central Productions, and I'll see you guys later.